I think looking back, the fall season was a success. I think if I was to say anything that was a little disappointing, we missed some opportunities in a couple events to really beat some teams that were ranked a lot higher than we were. That was really the disappointing fact, is we put ourselves in position and we had a chance to beat 4 teams that are currently ranked in the top 30 in the country, and we didn't close the deal on any of those. And that's the frustrating part, because we're getting better every year, making great progress. We just need to keep building on that. I think looking back in the fall from an individual standpoint, I think you first have to take a look at Jared O'Kelly. Got off to a great start, had a good solid summer, came in and played very good golf the first 3 or 4 weeks, having an opportunity to win a couple of those tournaments. Probably didn't finish it off the fall the way he would have liked to, but still I think it's a successful fall for him. Davis Baxter collected his first college win at West Virginia, which I think was a huge stepping stone for him. And then to take a look at a couple other guys, I think Chad Howard played his first golf here at UC as a junior. Did some great stuff, made great improvements over the summertime, became a very solid player for us, along with Brennan Walsh as well, who contributed a lot in the fall. Both of those guys finished in the top 10 in their last event, so that was great. And then obviously, Emerson Newsom, I think he's starting to find his stride, doing some good things. And then from a freshman standpoint, I think Austin Squires came in and really did some good things as a freshman. But overall, I'm pleased with the entire roster and their development over the fall season. Well, I think what we're going to take away from the fall is we put ourselves in position. Now we need to learn and figure out how to close tournaments as a program. And I think we've spent a lot of time talking about that over our break, and I think the guys have really bought into kind of the things that I've given them. And I think any time you're trying to close, you see it in all sports. Closing games, it's never an easy thing to do, and it's something that you've got to learn and figure out how to do as a team. And the one thing with golf is you've got 5 guys on different parts of the golf course trying to close a tournament. It's not a team type deal where you're all together and as a coach you can call a timeout. In the fall, I'd have loved to have called a couple timeouts to just kind of gather everyone together and say, hey, we're fine. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. You can't do that in golf, so really each individual has to learn how to dig down deep and finish off the tournament. So that's really our biggest goal, I think, when you look at the spring season, is continuing our development individually as players, but also looking at how can we better finish events. Well, I think from a spring standpoint, basically what we try to do is we try to avoid the cold weather, and so we're looking to start in Hilton Head at Colleton River, which is a Tom Fazio great golf course. Then we go from there to San Antonio, which again I think is another Fazio golf course, which is great. From there we go to Old Waverly, which is an event we've had some success at in the past. Then we finish up the fall season with Indiana and Purdue, really kind of prepping us for the conference championship, which takes place in the end of April. But the schedule sets us up with getting to see a lot of different teams across the country. Basically, you're looking at playing, most of our competition will be, you're going to see some Big Ten teams, a couple ACC teams, some SEC teams, and a few American, but for the most part it gives us a good barometer of where we are as a program. Well, I think anytime you have someone honored in your program, it's a great thing. It's a motivational factor for all the kids. He was in for such a short time. He really didn't have an opportunity to spend a lot of time individually with guys on the team. But, I shed some things to the guys really on what he talked about in our conversations, and, what they could take away from things that he shared with me. And, being a former tour player myself, it was great to talk with him and kind of get his insight. And I think even some of the things that we discussed about were things that he kind of took away some things from me as well that maybe he might adjust. But Jim's a great guy. He's a great ambassador for our program. It's great to have someone representing us on the PGA Tour.